What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is indeed a beautiful day. I know in my last video I was like, hopefully the weather's beautiful. It is exactly that. It is beautiful out here. It's about 75 degrees, light little wind gust. It's beautiful. But let us get right into business here. I'm going to talk about a pretty hilarious topic, I would say, and that is science-based lifting. Now, I don't knock on science-based lifting. I think it has its place. But the problem with all the creators who go by science, they don't go by training hard. They just go by whatever the newest study says. And there is a big problem with that. There's a study coming out pretty much, I feel like every week, a new study saying this doesn't work, this works, this doesn't work. And it's always going back and forth. There's never a constant, this works, this doesn't work. And it can really just get confusing. I used to follow quite a few guys who, I guess you can call them science-based trainers or whatever. They're really just YouTube fitness gurus or whatever. I used to listen to a lot of them, and I stopped. A few years ago I stopped. It felt like every week they were coming out with a new video that would go back on something that they previously said worked. Let's say one day they made a video on T-bar rows, and then 5 months later, T-bar rows, they don't work. This new study says you're not contracting the muscle as deep as you can, as opposed to this stupid ass variation where you're putting your chest up against a bench and stretching a dumbbell all the way down and coming back up. Like some crap like that, right? I'm sure you guys have all watched videos like that or followed people that go back on their word. And that's not even just fitness advice. That can be anything on YouTube. People that just go back on their word because they see a new study come out and they're like, okay, I can make a video of this now. I can get views, I can get hits, subscribers or whatever. That's really what it's all about. It's all about getting the likes, getting the subscribers, getting the views. It's whatever that's going to get them views. They don't really care about helping you out. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. It's the dirty truth of this YouTube business. There's no constant. And you should really be thinking about that. There's no workout where they're like, this worked for past and future Olympians. They do that religiously. I'll just use T-bar row as an example again. There are so many champion bodybuilders, enhanced and natural, that strongly advocated for T-bar rows. They did them all the time, and they won championships by doing that. And then you have these science-based lifters who are saying, oh, you're not contracting the muscle as much as you can, so do this instead, because this new study says that. No, thank you. I think I'm going to go off what worked for the guy who won, the champion, right? And I know not everything works for everybody, but again, these guys are just making things way too complicated and confusing. Lifting, I'll always have this stance on lifting. Lifting is not supposed to be complicated. It's just not. You're supposed to go to the gym, get a great workout in, work your muscles out for an hour, hour and a half maybe, and leave. It's not supposed to be like, all right, I got to do this movement this way or else I'm not going to get the gains, right? Now, to counter off of this, I'm not telling you guys to just throw your form out the window. Obviously, you need to have some type of structure when you're working out. You can't just jump on the pull-up bar and start humping the bar at your chest. I know you guys have seen the CrossFit people do that. Obviously, if you keep good form, you're going to get better results than if you're just working out like a jackass. I've covered working out like a jackass a few times. I've talked about it when it comes to squatting. You squat too fast, you're blowing up your knees. Obviously, you want to keep, again, some structure when you're lifting. But to dial in so specifically on little movements that really don't matter as much as they tell you they do, they really don't matter that much. It's just confusing the whole thing way too much. Everyone's getting confused. Everyone's at the gym. They're like, oh, this is bad. You know, I have, just from watching those guys for a few years, I have these notions, these beliefs that, oh, this is bad for you. But it's not. It's not bad. It's just because some stupid study said it was. And again, these studies, there's a new one coming out every week, it feels like, that's going against the previous one. In a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who even knows what the hell they're going to be saying? You don't even know. All right, guys, now that my little rant is out of the way, I would like to thank you for watching, of course, as always. And I would like to give a little advice at this back end of this video, and that's just to not focus too much on the little things. Go to the gym. If you're going to do bent over barbell row, put that weight on the bar and just start hammering away. You can see the footage right here of me doing supinated grip barbell rows. Am I really focusing on like crazy form, like not moving my back at all? No, right? I am keeping kind of an angled back because I want to target my back, right? That's the whole purpose of doing it. But I'm not so dialed in on like, oh, I have to drop the weight so much just to do this the right way or else I'm not going to get my gains. I have never seen a difference by doing that, ever. I've always gotten way better results by loading the bar up a little heavier and maybe cheating very slightly. And I would recommend you do the same as well. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you in this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Again, thanks for watching.